Okay, let's go deeper and make this more complete, but still simple and real, like we're actually reading what's going on in their heart and mind. Right now, the strongest energy around you is that someone is quietly watching you. Not in a creepy way, in a I can't stop thinking about you way. It feels like they've been holding this in for a while. The first thing that stands out is how they see you. They see you as someone who is put together. You carry yourself with self respect. You don't chase. You don't beg for attention. You don't need to perform to be noticed. You just naturally stand out. Even if you're not trying, you have this presence. They see you as classy, smart, and very aware. Like you're not easily fooled. Like you can read people without saying much. You might be the type who listens more than you speaks, and that makes people pay attention even more. But here's the truth. Underneath all that calm energy, they feel something from you that is deeply seductive. Not because you're doing anything explicit or trying to turn people on, but because your energy feels warm, feminine, and powerful at the same time. It's like you have a quiet confidence that makes them curious. They feel like you're more than what you show. And that's why they keep thinking about you. Because it's not just your looks, it's your aura. To them, you feel like a secret they want to unlock. Now, this is where forbidden comes in. This person feels like you're not fully available. Even if you're single, you might give off the vibe of someone who is protected, someone who belongs to themselves, someone who isn't open to just anyone. They keep wondering, are they taken? Are they talking to someone? Do they already have someone in their life? Am I too late? It's like your energy has boundaries around it, and those boundaries make them want you even more. Because you don't feel easy. You don't feel like someone they can just walk up to and get access to. They feel like you have standards. They feel like you have options. They feel like you're not desperate. And that makes them nervous because they actually care what you think. Now let's talk about the guilt energy. This person feels guilty for wanting you this much. And that guilt usually shows up for a few reasons. Maybe they already have a situation in their life that they haven't fully closed. Maybe they feel like they shouldn't be thinking about you like this. Maybe they feel like you're too good for them. Maybe they feel like they're not ready, not stable, not in the right position. Or maybe they think you're already spoken for, so they feel wrong for even wanting you. But either way, they're fighting themselves. They want you, but they're trying to act like they don't. They think about you, but they're trying to stay disciplined. They feel pulled toward you, but they're also scared of crossing a line. So when they are around you, or even when they see you online, or hear your name, or just get reminded of you, it stirs something up inside of them. They can't stay neutral. They can't just look at you like everyone else. Your presence triggers desire, curiosity, and emotion all at once. And it's making them restless. Now, here's another important part. Access. This person has some type of access to you, but not full access. That's why the energy feels like close, but not close enough. They might see you sometimes, be in the same environment, or have some connection through work, mutual friends, or a shared circle. Or it could be someone from your past, an ex, an old connection, someone you used to talk to. They know a version of you, but they don't know the depth of you. And that is what makes them feel obsessed, because they want more. They want to peel back your layers. They want to know what you're like in private. They want to know what makes you soft, what makes you laugh, what makes you emotional, what makes you melt. They want to know what you're like when you trust someone. And because they can't get that easily, they become even more focused. Now let's move into the second message. I need you. This is where it becomes more intense than attraction. Because wanting someone is one thing, but needing someone usually comes from an emotional hunger. This person feels like you bring something into their life that they are missing. You might represent peace for them. You might represent healing. You might represent stability. You might represent inspiration. You might represent a future. It's like they look at you and feel, that's the type of person I could build with. Even if they haven't admitted it out loud, their energy is saying they don't just want a moment with you. They want closeness. They want connection. They want comfort. They want to feel chosen by you. But they're also intimidated because you don't feel like someone who gives access easily. So they're stuck in this energy of watching, waiting, overthinking, and holding back. And the crazy part is, they don't even fully understand why they feel this strongly. They might tell themselves, why do I care so much? Why am I thinking about them again? Why does their energy hit me like this? Why do I feel jealous when I don't even have them? Because the pull they feel is internal. It's not something you're forcing. It's not something you're chasing. It's just happening to them. And the more they try to ignore it, the stronger it gets. Now let's talk about what they're really focused on. They are paying attention to what you don't show. That is the biggest thing here. Maybe you don't open up emotionally. Maybe you keep your private life private. Maybe you don't post everything. Maybe you don't talk too much. Maybe you don't flirt with everyone. Maybe you don't make it obvious when you like someone. So to them, you feel like a locked door. And they want to be the person you open it for. They want to be the one who gets the real version of you, the side nobody else sees. That's why they're so drawn. Because it feels like there's more under the surface. And they want to earn that access. But right now, they're still battling themselves. They're still sitting in silence. They're still holding back. They're still trying to act normal while inside. It's not normal at all. This person is emotionally stirred by you. They are curious about you. They desire you. And deeper than that, they feel pulled toward you like you're important to them, even if they haven't said it yet. So if you've been feeling watched, if you've been feeling someone's energy heavy around you, if you've been feeling random thoughts like, why do I feel like someone is thinking about me? That's exactly what this is. Because someone is, and they're not just thinking about you lightly. They're thinking about you intensely. And they're trying to figure out if you're free, and if they have a chance. This feels like someone who is very close to you in your everyday life. It could be a coworker, someone you see often, or someone who crosses your path regularly. They haven't known you deeply, but they've seen just enough to feel something strong. From the little they've observed, they already sense that you are someone important. Right now, your energy feels different. It's magnetic without being loud. It's emotional, deep, and a little mysterious. You're not doing anything extra, but people can feel you. This person especially feels you. It's not just attraction. It goes deeper. Somehow, you've touched their emotions in a way they didn't expect. There's something about the way you carry yourself, calm, classy, grounded, but still powerful. Even if they've known you before, you feel new to them. It's like you've grown into a different version of yourself. People who once understood you can't fully read you anymore. That mystery makes them even more curious. When you're around each other, the chemistry feels easy. Conversation flows naturally. There's no forcing it. If they're in a room full of people, their eyes still land on you. The connection feels smooth, almost too smooth. And that's what confuses them. They're not used to something feeling this effortless. They keep wondering if you're already taken. That thought crosses their mind often. They're interested, but they're also cautious. They feel the pull strongly, yet they're trying to stay composed. You have no idea how much self-control they're practicing around you. There's desire there, yes, but it's emotional too. They don't just want your attention, they want to understand you. Who are you when no one is watching? What layers are still hidden? Not in a strange way, but in a way that shows they want something real. To them, this connection doesn't feel random. It feels meaningful. Whether this is someone new or someone seeing you differently now, it feels like two energies meeting at the right time. And the strongest truth here is this: they are deeply drawn to you, and trying very hard not to show just how much. This is very big, intense energy, and the truth is, you might not even realize how strong you come across to people. You carry a presence that can be felt, not just seen. When you enter a room, the energy shifts. People notice you without trying. They remember you even after you leave. And when you speak, it hits different, like your voice has weight to it, like it goes straight through people. It's not even about being loud. It's the tone, the calmness, the confidence, the depth behind your words. It gives people chills because it feels real. And what I'm picking up is that your energy is rare because it's balanced. You're not only spiritual and mysterious, not only magnetic and attractive, you're also grounded. You feel safe. You feel real. You're the type of person who can be alluring without being too much. You can be beautiful without trying to prove anything. You can be deep without acting superior. You're literally the best of both worlds. People are drawn to you because you're not just a pretty face. Yes, you get attention quickly, you can walk in and people look. But it doesn't stop at looks. You can hold a conversation. You can make people feel seen. You can make people open up. You have this natural ability to pull someone out of their shell, and you might be doing it knowingly or unknowingly. It's like your energy unlocks something in people. And this is important. Seduction isn't always sexual. Sometimes seduction is the way you carry yourself, the way you listen, the way you speak, the way you stay calm, the way you don't chase, the way you can be warm and distant at the same time. That's what sparks curiosity. That's what makes someone want to know more. It's like you don't give everything away at once, and it keeps people mentally hooked. Now, the main energy I'm feeling is about a specific person, this masculine energy, and they're trying hard to control themselves around you. Every time they see you, every time they cross paths with you, it's like they have to sit back and laugh to themselves because the pull is that strong. The energy is literally like, "You are so lucky I'm disciplined. You are so lucky we're in this setting. You are so lucky there are rules here." It's giving me this feeling that the setting matters, like work, a shared environment, a friend group, a social circle, some place where they can't just fully act on what they feel. Because if there weren't boundaries, if there weren't conditions, this person would have come at you deeper a long time ago. That's how intense this attraction is. It's like they've been holding back not because they don't want you, but because they're forcing themselves to be patient. They're forcing themselves to be respectful. They're forcing themselves to play it safe. But inside, they're feeling a lot. And here's another thing. They are not only attracted, they are genuinely curious about you. They want to understand you. They want to know what makes you you. They want to know how you think. They want to know your story. It's not just physical. This is mental, emotional, energetic, all of it. I'm also getting very strongly that people around you talk about you. And it's mostly good. You have a reputation that comes before you, whether you know it or not. And the reputation is you're the full package. People describe you as attractive, classy, charming, but also down to earth, regal, but approachable, confident, but not arrogant, powerful, but not messy. People speak about you like you're someone special, like you're different. And I feel like this masculine has heard things. They've been asking questions. They've been observing. They've been trying to gather information about you without coming directly to you. They might be asking if you're single. They might be asking what kind of person you are. They might be asking what you like, what you don't like. And the reason they're doing it this way is because they're trying to approach you strategically. They want to do it right. They don't want to embarrass themselves. They don't want to come at you the wrong way. And to be honest, you might intimidate them a bit, not because you're mean, but because you seem like someone who can read energy, someone who can see through people, someone who doesn't fall for nonsense. So they're circling around, trying to understand you first. And what's interesting is, I'm sensing people have warned them about you, but not like you're a bad person. More like, be careful. Because once you get close to her, you're going to fall hard. It's like people are telling them, she's not just pretty, she's not just nice. There's depth there. There's something addictive about her energy. And those warnings didn't push them away. It pulled them in even more. It made them more curious. It made them more intrigued. Now let's talk about the part where the energy shifts. Because the final message here isn't soft. The final message is basically, you ruined our friendship. What that means is, this might have started as something casual. This might have started as just talking, just laughs, just normal conversation, just friendly energy. This person may have approached you in a very platonic way, like a colleague, a friend of a friend, someone you see often, someone familiar in your environment. But the more you opened up, the more you showed your personality, the more they saw how real you are, the more they saw how chill you are, the more they got to know you beyond the surface. They started catching feelings, and now they can't go back. They can't act like it's just friendship anymore, because their emotions crossed the line. Their attraction crossed the line. Their desire crossed the line. The connection started feeling too personal, too intense, too magnetic. So when they say, you ruined our friendship, what they really mean is, I tried to keep this light, but I can't anymore. I tried to be casual, but I'm not casual about you. I tried to treat you like everyone else, but you don't feel like everyone else to me. This is also why they keep thinking you're lucky, they're disciplined. Because the truth is, the things they want to say to you, the things they want to do, the way they want to claim you, the way they want to make their feelings known, it would probably shock you. It would probably catch you off guard. And that's why they're holding back. Because they know it's intense. They know it's a lot. And they don't want to scare you away. They don't want to come off too strong. They don't want to ruin the connection completely. But you should know this. It's becoming harder for them to hide it. I'm seeing that when they see you, they light up. It shows on their face. Their mood changes. Their eyes give them away. Their energy gives them away. Even if they try to act normal, it's hard. Because what they feel is not small. And there's also a hint of guilt in them, like they feel they weren't supposed to feel this way. Like you might be off limits in some way. Maybe because of where you work. Maybe because of mutual friends. Maybe because of the timing. Maybe because of the conditions around the connection. But emotions don't always follow rules. This person didn't plan to fall for you. They didn't plan for you to affect them like this. But you did. And now they're stuck between two worlds, wanting to keep things safe and controlled, and wanting to give in and go deeper with you. So overall, the energy here is clear. You carry a powerful, unforgettable feminine presence. People talk about you in a positive way. This person has been watching you, asking about you, and trying to approach you correctly. And what started as a casual connection has turned into something intense for them. So intense that friendship no longer feels possible. They want you. They're trying to stay disciplined. But their feelings are growing, and it's getting harder for them to keep it hidden. In the beginning, this person may not have seen you in a romantic way at all. Maybe you were just a friend, a colleague, or someone they interacted with normally. But something changed. Their feelings grew, and now they're much stronger than they expected. What's very clear is this. They do not see you as just a friend anymore. They don't want something casual or surface level. They want something deeper and more intimate. The connection between you feels natural to them, easy, magnetic, almost meant to be. They don't believe this happened by accident. At the same time, there's a little guilt on their side. Maybe because things started in a friendly or professional way. Maybe they didn't plan to feel this way. But the attraction built up slowly, and now it's hard for them to ignore. A big reason for this shift is your energy. You carry yourself with confidence and presence. You speak clearly. You know your worth. There's something naturally attractive about the way you move and express yourself. You don't force it. It's just who you are. And it affects them deeply. This person is very attracted to you and is seriously thinking about making a move. People around them may even notice and encourage them, saying you're everything they could want. Now here's the important part. Read between the lines. There may already be signs. Maybe you share inside jokes. Maybe your conversations feel different from how they talk to others. Maybe there's subtle flirting hidden inside normal words. When they talk to you, it doesn't feel small to them. It feels personal, intimate, like they're slowly building something with you through communication alone. What started as something casual has grown into real desire. And I feel like you already know who this is. You may notice it in their eyes, their smile, the way their energy shifts when you're near. They might not be able to say everything openly, maybe because of the setting or certain limits, so they hide their feelings in careful words, coded messages, or playful comments. But if you pay attention closely, you may realize they've been showing you how they feel all along, just in a subtle way. Trust what you sense. The truth is often in the small details.
窗体顶端，窗体底端。